It's still morning here where I live. So how's everybody doing? Man, it is some minutes, like 4 minutes after 9 a.m. here. What is the time where you are? Guys, tell me the time where you live now. Where I live, the time now is 5 minutes after 9 a.m. I got a lot of new followers on Facebook and then on TikTok. Sylvester Obianke, I see you. Shidi Wu, I see you. Too many new followers on this page. Ajibo, I see you. Man, if you are new here, my name is Rodi. John, the time now is 5 after 9 in the morning. Hi, Star. Good morning to you. Mpili High Star. Happy New Week to you. Cleo, I see you big time. Okay, Ajibo, that means we are an hour ahead of you guys in United Kingdom. That means we are an hour ahead of you guys. You got the gist. So it's the same time now, an hour ahead. Now I know. But I do not know what time it is in South Africa. I got a lot of South African fans. But man, yesterday, now guys, let me share a gist with you guys. Kevin, I'm doing good. How about you? Yesterday, I was getting too many thousands of followers. I was getting too many followers. Guess from where? This life, this world is a global village now. Yesterday, I was getting followers. Guess from which country? Man, guess from which country that I was getting followers yesterday? Did you know from where? Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. Zupa Projects, St. Kitts and Nevis, okay. 6 o'clock and 5 minutes, okay. I was getting followers from Papua New Guinea. Now the people, they love me. Oh. Those people, both young ones and old ones, they were just following my page. Man, this my platform self, this my platforms have gone global. People from Uganda, Malawi, Zimbabwe. Now, if you see, the whole world is here. I've never heard of Solomon Island. People from Solomon Island, Fiji Island. You don't understand. Now, don't underrate social media. Especially, now, Zoki, I see you. Especially this Papua New Guinea. They say I resemble them. They say I look like them. People from all of them. I have a lot of thousands of them now following my Facebook page. They say I look like one of them. Now, do I look like somebody from Papua New Guinea? Guys, tell me. Do I look like somebody from Papua New Guinea? They say I look like them. One of my video is somebody said yes. Really? Are you foreign? Do I look like somebody from Papua? They say I look like them, which means they come from Africa. Do you understand what? Which means they are from Africa. You're from Ethiopia. Ah, yeah, Ethiopia. These are my people too. Ethiopians are my people. But people from Papua New Guinea say I look like them. Well, man, I did not even find it difficult to be getting followers from Papua New Guinea. All of them were just following my page, following my... Now, each follow I received yesterday. Somebody asked if I am from Sudan. Do I look like Sudanese? Irof, do I look like Sudanese? Do I look like somebody from Sudan? Now tell me the truth. Do they dress like me? Do they look like me? You answer me. Muhammadu Sumara asked where I'm living. Okay. Somebody said no. Mohammed, I live in Europe. Somebody said I pronounce it Europe. Europe. But Europe is Europe. So guys, this morning I came out for us to anchor a program which I have titled Protect Your Glory. Protect your glory. That is the topic this morning. Protect your glory. And as you join me, share this program. Today, I have the desire to go live multiple times. So you expect me, man, I need to charge my battery. So I'm going to go live. Eliman Ndiaye, watching from Salzburg. You see? Eliman Ndiaye. This Ndiaye should be either Senegalese or Gambian name. Probably, maybe South African, but South African people are not much outside. Many South Africans, many of them are not outside. Senegal, I know. Yes, I know the names. Man, I've been long on social media. Taiwo Olowe, good morning to you. I wish you good week ahead too. Yes, so Taiwo Olowe is a core follower of this page. A core follower of this page. I always see him. Each time I go live, I see him. Aki Meyers, watching from Liberia. I have a lot of Liberian fans too, man. I have a lot of Liberian, man. You see, don't underrate social media. You say you grew up in Salzburg. I don't know. That's good. Sparky, I see you. Wilmore K, I see you big time. I have a lot of Nigerian friends. Danny Boy. I have a lot of... Danny Boy, which country are you watching me from? Danny Boy, tell me, because I don't know this flag. Bash 44, you want to know the topic. Norway, now I know. Thank you, Danny Boy. Norway. So guys, now share this program. Man, I'm about to hit. I'm about Chinasa Okoro. I'm about to hit 220,000 followers on Facebook. Bash, you are from the UK, I see. Sonny Jabba from Sudan. I salute to Gone Clouding. Good morning to you. Man, a few numbers to hit. Sharif, I see you big time. Sheriff Femi, once Imo, South Africa represented. Nikita, I see you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Swiss guy, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Man, if I tell you, you should get yourself on social media. From H-Town, Houston, Texas, Sheriff Femi Shodunke, you see it. Men, don't underrate social media. Captain Crunch, Wakanda. Don't underrate social media. I have gone global. I'm telling you. Okemute, Scotland is in the building. Don't underrate social media. There is no country on earth that is not here. It is hard not to see somebody from the whole world is represented. Man, I mean, Uganda is in the building. Hood Nation, I see you big time. I look at the countries people are watching me from, people are following me from. The whole world is on my platforms. Even I'm shocked. People follow me from every part of the world. Japan, South Korea, North Korea, Fiji Island, Papua New Guinea, United States, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, country that I've never heard before. St. Lucia. Have you heard? Iceland, Sweden, everywhere. Man, now this world, social media is so powerful. We connect you. We are living in a globalized world now. The Shark Flex, I see you big time. You understand me? The Shark Flex, I saw you are from Finland. I see you big time. I see you big time. Man, even sometimes Bash, you mean I'm a celeb? You mean it? How am I a celeb? Okay, I accept it too. I will not deny it. So, guys, I just woke up this morning. Shodunke Sheriff, I see you, I appreciate you. Guys, I woke up this morning. No need to complain. I don't want to complain anything. So guess what I did as I woke up? First of all, I went to the bedroom. As I went to the bedroom, I washed my teeth, cleaned my face with cotton pad, dressed myself up, and came out to run this live broadcast. Because I know there are some people who may be bored too, like me. Man, today I have no place to go. So I'm going to, have you entertained. I'm going to entertain you the whole day. This is my breakfast show. So I intend to run it for an hour. Then take a rest, come back after some hours again. That is what I intend doing today. I may go live more than 3-4 times. The Shark Flex, I appreciate you. I appreciate you plenty. I appreciate you. That's kind word or warm word from you. I appreciate you. Now, guys, the topic this morning is protect your glory. In this live program, I'm going to share with you a story. And this story is a true life story. What happened to me during my primary school days. This story happened to me, till today I still regret the mistake I made. I made a mistake. I still regret it till today. Do you understand what I mean? I still regret it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So guys, I always tell you about myself, my upbringing, my childhood years. At a time when I was about 10 years old, my father, may his soul rest in peace, decided to relocate us to the village. I was born in the city, let's call it township. Now guys, do we have cities in Africa or towns? That is when you compare European cities to African cities. Would you call African cities, would you call these things we have in Africa cities, or you call them towns? I mean no disrespect. But let's go. Would you call these things we have in Africa cities or towns? I was born in town, okay? Now, when I was about 10 to 11 years, my father decided to relocate us to the village. Relocate us to the village. For us to know our village. And also for me to attend secondary school in our town, in our village, you know that kind of, to know the terrain, to be familiar with where we came from. Fana Fato, thank you. Fana Fato said we have towns in Africa, not cities. Guys, do you agree with him? Fana Fato said we have towns in Africa, not cities. So those things you call cities in Africa are towns if compared to European cities. Let's go. Okoro Obonne, I see you. Which city in Africa would you compare to Vienna? Keeper's Boutique, I see you. Which city in Africa would you compare to Tokyo, Japan? Have you been to Vienna before? Vienna is the most livable city in the whole world. Have you been here? There is no city in Africa you can compare to these cities in the Western world. Now travel and see. I know some people may not be pleased with what I'm saying, but this is the reality. William Ndwa, you said Santown. Where is Santown? Tell me, where is Santown? William, Santown, where? Is it South Africa or Australia? Santin, is it South Africa or Australia? Majestically Mande, which one? South Africa. Okay, South Africa a bit, I will admit. South Africa a bit, some like Cape Town. Like Cape Town. Cape Town in South Africa. You may compare Cape Town. Pretoria, Cape Town. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree with you guys. William, I agree with you. Toby Tak, no. Majestically, you mean Durban? Nairobi is close, but not quite. Nairobi is a bit close. If you tell me, if you talk about Cape Town, because many Europeans go to Cape Town for vacation. I know about Cape Town. Pretoria, maybe. I've not, but I know about Cape Town. You understand what I mean? So I will call, apart from this, a city like Cape Town. Somebody said Kigali. Nah, Kigali. Now, do you know what we call a city? But I've not been to Cape Town, no. I've not been. But do they have this kind of rail transportation we have in Europe? Do they have this underway, this subway? If you come to Vienna and see railways, how now you'll be marveled, you'll be shocked. It's not about a high-rise building, so it's about, when we talk about infrastructure, like, do you have firefighters? Do you have, efficient policing system? Do you have it? Now, there are so many things to consider. Somebody says Addis Ababa. Man, when we talk about cities, let me tell you now. If I make a call now, if I call firefighters now, under 5 minutes, you see like firefighter trucks. You see like 5 trucks here. 5 mean distance, more or less, you see like 5. This is what we call a city. You knew one, so apart from that, now again, if I call the police, it will not take the police here 5 minutes and they will arrive. If I call police now, that's the system here. Whatever the case may be, the police must come. The law here is any call you place on the police, you call the police, they will be there. So this is what I call a city. Okay, let's continue. That's what we call a city. Do you have ambulance services? When accidents, Taiwo always said, somebody said Rwanda. Majestically Mane said Rwanda. Majestically Mane, have you been to Rwanda or what you are seeing on social media? Let me tell you what a city is before I continue with this program. Now, if there is an accident, and we call it red tongue, ambulance, under 5 minutes, it will not take more than 5 minutes and the ambulance will be there. You call it paramedics in USA. If I call ambulance in emergency situation, under 5, wherever you are in Austria, ambulance will be there. Do you have such services in your country? This is why a lot of people are abroad. Each time my blood pressure was high and I placed a call, do you have hotline, emergency line? Do you have emergency line in your cities or towns? Do you have, even in the villages, do you have emergency line? Okay. William said Rwanda is way backward. Incomparable even to South Africa. Majestically Mane, a South African said Rwanda is still backward compared to South Africa. These are the things we call infrastructure. You understand me? These are the things. What do, Rwandans, what do they have? That you should call them, say, a city. You call Rwanda, Kigali, a city. If I get injured, if I get sick, now as I am in my home, now, if my blood pressure gets high, I decide if I call the ambulance now, they will be here under 5 minutes and they will carry me from my home to the hospital. Now, in the hospital, I will be treated and discharged. And it happens often. Rock, I see you. This is what we call a city. Well, Taiwo Olowe said Lagos is gradually getting to that. I've never been to Lagos for some time now. But Taiwo, in Lagos, do they have, Taiwo, are you still here? Do they have ambulance services, paramedics? If somebody is injured, if somebody is sick, do you have hotline in Lagos? Like police emergency line, do you have it? If you call police departments, are they going to respond to you instantly? Caleb, I see you. Taiwo, are you still here? If somebody travels to Lagos and call the police department in emergency situation, so people are saying no way. So this is what I call, these are towns and not cities. Bryce Monda, I see you. These are the things we are enjoying here abroad. And anybody, you want to take me to a country where, for instance now, I cannot live in a country where I cannot place a call to the police in case of emergency. Do you understand me? I cannot. Caleb said they will put the person in police van. Caleb, please, because I want to anchor this program, because if I start laughing now, I'll be distracted. Maybe they'll put the person at the back of pickup and carry the person, go dump the person anywhere. So, guys, you're welcome to my breakfast show. My name is Rodi. Hey, now, guys, listen. Taiwo said Lagos has it. Majestically met. Ndwandwe, my sister Majestically Mene said in Kigali, that police service works like in South Africa. I've never been to Kigali, Rwanda. I've never been, okay? So guys, let's go. Joseph, I see you. Good morning to you. Taiwo, a lot of people are disputing what you just said. Many people are disputing on TikTok what you said. They said Lagos does not have it. Now, let's go. All right, see you. Okay. Isaiah Kuga said, what am I doing to make Nigeria? No, I don't need to respond to these comments now. I came out for another program. It's like, Isaiah, it's like you are new here. So guys, let's go. I want you. I don't just come out. I usually come out with a topic. And that topic is something you can learn from. I come out to run a program you can learn from. Now let's go. So when I was about 10 to 11 years, thereabouts, my father relocated us to the village so that I can, know my village. Let me put it in simple, correct English. There I had to sit for my common entrance examination, primary school then. The exam we had then was common entrance examination. So I had to start from primary school, primary 6 then. I do not know the system of education now, but then we did primary 1 to 6. Primary school then was 6 years, and secondary school then was 5 years. That is, you start from primary 1. When you get to primary 6, you sit for common entrance examination. Then you go to secondary school. Then from class 1 to class 5. From class 1 to class 5, you sit for WAEC. We called it WAEC then. West African Examination Council. Or if you are brilliant enough, you may sit for GCE. And if you make your papers, you can go to the university. So when it was time for me to sit for my common entrance examination, my father relocated us. Then I was in elementary 5 to proceed to elementary 6. Okay. As a city, Bosco, I see you big time. As somebody from the city, I was respected as, the villagers, that, that primary school was in my village. The primary school was in my village. So as, children from the city, let me call it city or township, the villagers respected us. They saw us as somebody from abroad, like Europe, that came. This was the setup then. The villagers, because most of the village children were running around naked, shitting in the bushes and things like that. But we were, a city boy. Nobody ran around naked in the city, in the township. You get the gist now. So they saw us as abroad braids, people that came from abroad. They called us abroad children. Now, I had to enroll in elementary, to start elementary 6 as somebody from the township. There I met a lot of children, in the school. I was, popular. I was known because I came with the football skill I learned in the city because we played ball. I played ball very well during my primary school days. We played inter-school matches then. Do you understand what I mean? So I played ball well. I was a powerful striker. I was a real boy now. From childhood, somebody that was born in the city then. Now listen, anybody that grew up in Onitsha in the 70s, late 70s, we know, in the 70s, when life was good. Do you understand what I mean? Now listen. Now, as I relocated to the village, my school, the school in my village, we played also inter-school matches, football, inter-school matches. Primary school from this village, we play another primary school from the other village, we played from, that kind of matches. Yes, we had it during our primary school days. So we had this, our physical education master, that is our sports master, sports teacher. Then they gathered us, the boys, they gathered us. Now we played soccer without boots, football boots. As they gathered us, when ball got to me, I was just dribbling these village children anyhow. I began to display my township skill. I was just dribbling these village children. That our sports, I think they called him then physical education teacher or whatever, something like that. I was just dribbling the children up and down. Now our sports teacher was so impressed. So I was chosen. I was chosen as first team player. You understand what I mean? And then there was that, my friend, I've told you guys the story. The guy was a baller too. If you see handsome boy, the guy was a baller. He was born in the village, grew up in the village, but had fantastic football skills. He had very good football skill. Now listen. We played against other primary schools, other schools then. But there were tough, tough teams. Some other schools in the other villages had tough teams. They were tough. If you face them, man, you need to know what. It was difficult to defeat them. So there was one primary school. Then we played that soccer at Central School. That's Amifeke Primary School. That primary school was, but if you followed, it was on a hill, that hilly side, that primary school in Amifeke then. So that school was a tough one. They gave my own school tough time. So now, don't forget I was playing junior team because the school we were about to meet, we were to play that weekend, was a very strong team. Now, this is our sports teacher. Selected me that played junior team to come play with them. Do you understand me? To come play the senior team. Do you understand me? Because there were big guys, I was smaller. Big guys then. On that day, we were allowed to go to school earlier. We went to school so that we could, rest, relax, and we were told not to drink plenty water and not to eat. Yes, that sports teacher advised us not to eat much. Boss can see you. Now, listen. On the day of the march, don't forget, we were not even wearing school, boots, football, soccer boots. We went. And let me tell you the most important part of this gist. This primary school then was a female and male school. Everybody attended that school. And there were girls, that I had interest in. Many girls, I said, we were not childish, all those childhood love affairs. Now, some girls will like you. As a city boy, as somebody that came from the city, you know what I mean? Listen to this gist. There were some girls that liked me as somebody, as a baller then. You know what I mean now? Young boy that's, I was very popular in the school, sports boy. Lion from Olo. Are you getting the point? So many girls, each time we had march, all the students were asked to come and watch the ball. So to come and, as a fan club, every student must come to share the team on. Do you understand me? Every team must come to share the team on. Now, on the day of the march, I was asked to sleep in, to take siesta, to sleep in the afternoon. I slept. I told my mother then, my mother was alive, not to wake me. I went, did I sleep safe? I did not know, but I did not drink water. I went. On the day, that march started around 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So, we went to the to that primary school, that field. As we reached there, before the march began, there's one powdered this thing that they called glucose. I don't remember if you know it. That glucose. Lion says, yes, now, Okwaraji, you are talking, played at Olo Sports Stadium. During this time, during our secondary school, the toughest school then was Bishop Shanahan College and the Eziashi Secondary School. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. So, listen, before I go further, at Olo Sports Stadium, this Sam Okwaraji, there was another footballer, Ojo, and so many other guys. If you see, Eziashi was tough school to beat then. But the toughest schools then were BSC, Bishop Shanahan College, and the Eziashi Secondary School. Then this Sam Okwaraji was from Umudioka in Olo. We watched. Story plenty, but this is going to be a topic for another day. But I've forgotten the name of most of the guys that met. Olo was happening back in the early 80s. I'm talking about 1981, 82, 83. These were the years. Do you understand what I mean? Go ask now. That's Olo Sports Stadium. Bishop Shanahan and the Eziashi, they were the toughest school. And there was another school now, I've remembered, it's been a long time. There was another school there. One other school then that school, hi, if I remember the school, I will tell you because it's been a long time now. Let's continue with this gist. So on the day of that match, at 4 p.m., we arrived at the, sports venue. That is where we were to play the soccer. Man, first of all, after warming up, our sports teacher gave us glucose into leak. That's, man, they will pour glucose on our palm to leak, No, I don't, that was this thing then. Now, as the match began, I wasn't, the first choice, because there were other, bigger players. They looked bigger and stronger. And they were like, 1 year older, something like that. I could remember they were like a year older than me in the class. I said 1 year ahead. Now, I wore the jersey or the school jersey. We are all given school jersey. You understand what I mean? But the thing is, none of us had boots. We played without soccer boots, football boots. First half, then, our school, we played ball. First half was goalless draw. No team, because that school, at Amuifeke then, that school was tough. First half was goalless draw. No school scored. As the first half ended, and then we had like 15 minutes break. The school sports teacher now asked me to warm up, that I was going to start the second half. My heart was beating, Listen, you need to be ambitious in life. I tried everything to be successful. So when the man said I had to start the second half, my heart was beating like I needed to impress, because that was a tough school. The match began. I did not come in contact much with the ball, because those guys were faster and bigger than me. But don't forget, I touched the ball a lot of times, but displayed my skill. Because when you are playing with, if you know football, when you are playing with people who are stronger than you, physically stronger and faster than you, what you do is you don't allow them to get close to you. I was like, football. If I get the ball, I pass it to my opponent, to my teammates instantly. You don't hold the ball for too long, because they will come and dispossess you of the ball. They will come and collect the ball from you. So if your opponents are physically stronger and faster than you, don't hold the ball too long. It has to be 1-2, you pass the ball. 1-2 touch, you pass the ball. That was it. Your teacher will tell, your sports coach will tell you, listen, don't hold the ball for too long. Sometimes we were taught, 2 touches and you pass the ball. Pam, pam, you pass the ball. Look for your, teammates and pass the ball. Now, like 3 minutes to the end of the match, it was still goalless draw. The atmosphere was tense. You understand me? 3 minutes to the end of the match, it was still goalless draw. I played as a striker. Listen attentively. I was forward. The main point, that's the main striker. Then I was opening, but those guys, the defenders were bigger than me, faster. I was, giving signs, asking them to pass ball to me. So one of my teammates found me free. I was free on my own. So found me and passed the ball to me. The guy passed the ball correctly. That is, he gave me very good pass. Now, as I trapped the ball, see goalkeeper. Watch. See goalkeeper of our opponent, the other team. Somebody by my side, I don't forget the name of that guy. The guy's name is Jude Obegoro. Jude Obegoro. What I heard was, Rodi happier, Rodi happier, Rodi happier. Meaning, Rodi, leave it. Because we trained together, we played ball together. I heard his voice. So I trapped the ball and was about to hit the ball. This guy behind me said, Rodi happier. He was a striker too. He said, leave it, Rodi happier. Nah. Before I knew it, the guy hit the ball and the ball entered the net. That Jude hit the ball and the ball entered the net. The whole field, the whole school broke into two. People, if you see celebration, that's like 2 minutes to end the game. Before our opponent could pass the ball, the referee blew the final whistle. The referee blew the final whistle. Hold on. The whole school carried this Jude Obegoro for like, let me say, more than 300 meters. They carried him home. They were singing and praising, the guy was carried, everybody they carried that guy. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Let me tell you why I felt bad. I was the person that ought to have shot that ball inside that net. It was my glory that guy stole. Because that position I was, that as I got that ball, even a blind person could score that goal. A blind person can score that goal. Till today, I am still regretting why I left that ball for him. I should have been the person to be celebrated, to be carried, to be glorified, and not that guy. No, Michael, no, it's not it. He told me to leave the ball. I left the ball. Now listen, if you are a soccer player, don't do that. This was not like he was having the ball. Somebody saw me. I opened up. Somebody saw me and passed, a team colleague saw me and passed the ball to me. Now listen, I had already trapped the ball just to shoot the ball. What I had was really happier. And I reacted to him. I listened to him instantly. This happened within 2-3 seconds and the whole thing was over. I teach my children. 2-3 seconds, the whole thing was over. Man, in fact, I will never try something like that in my life again. Never. This guy won a lot of girlfriends now. He won girls were crazy over him. You don't understand it. The thing still depend me. Do you get the gist? No, it's not. See. Lion himself, Lion, you missed the point. You are missing the point. Lion, you are missing the point. He stole my glory. You don't understand it. This life is spiritual. He stole my glory. I told you, even till today, I still remember that scenario. Even if I just needed to touch the ball and it will enter the net. I just needed to touch the ball anyhow, that ball, because see goalkeeper. You don't understand? see goalkeeper. Let me tell you something. Now, somebody said, Lion, you are saying it's a teamwork. Why didn't the guy leave me to shoot my shots? Why didn't he allow me to kick my ball? If it is a teamwork. You do understand what I mean? Now let's continue. You see, even God said, do not give glory that belongs to him to somebody else, to another God. God does not want you to celebrate another God. Listen attentively. God does not want you to celebrate, or don't apportion, don't give glory that belongs to God to somebody else, to another God. Mike, you don't get it. Mike said, don't forget we won. But the guy was the person celebrated for scoring the goal. Let me tell you something about football. Defenders can do the highest job, play the highest soccer. That's play the highest role, defenders and midfielders in soccer. But that person that scored the goal is the person that the name will be known. That the person that scored the goal, that is the person that the name will be, the person that scored the goal is the person that will be celebrated. A striker may not do any job during soccer, during match. You see defenders defending, midfielders playing, but you see strikers running up and down, not doing actually any job, any work. If ball comes their way and they push it inside, you see media houses, newspapers, everything celebrates that person that scored the goal. Don't you understand it? That's the person that carries the glory. Do you understand what I mean? That person, that's the person that carries the glory, the person that scored the goal. Sometimes, Seth, you don't even need to, you may not even know the names of the defenders. Do you understand me? Now, some people that are saying these things many people that you did not play ball. I played ball growing up very well. I played ball as a young boy. I played ball. If you go to a tournament, if you go to a football tournament, let me tell you, strikers, the striker that scores the highest goal is the one eyes will be on. Listen attentively. That striker that scored the highest goal, even till today, anywhere, the one that scores goal, they will tell you he has goal scoring ability. Football scouts are after the one. Even if you are good score, but you are leaving your chances for other your teammates. Now you will not shine. You will not shine. Even if you are better, that person that scored the goal, that maybe throughout 90 minutes, that person did nothing. He only scored a goal. That's the person they will go after. Do you understand what I mean? That is the person they will go after. Scouts. You know what is football scouts? Clubs will go for him. You, the midfielder or defender, you may play the whole, you may play 90 minutes active in the game. But that person that scored the goal is the person that his name will be known. Do you understand what I mean? This is why even in international games like tournament for FIFA under 17, under 18, under 20 tournaments, stylishly, strikers want to score the goal. Unless that chance is not possible, If you are a good striker, you want to shine, you want to be celebrated. If you score goal, your names will, pop up. You are known. You will be known. Do you understand what I mean? Now Gattuso, that guy Gattuso, I like that guy. I like that Italian Gattuso. That guy was a good footballer. The guy was a very rugged footballer. That Gattuso was a rugged footballer. Man, another person. Okay, Roberto Baggio. There was a goal he scored against Nigeria during FIFA World Cup, USA 1994. Man, that goal was I cried. That equalizer, I think that was an equalizer. Nah, that ball was he just touched that ball and the ball entered this in. You remember, do you guys remember Roberto Baggio? I don't know, who are their old schools here? Roberto Baggio, 1994 FIFA World Cup, USA. George Hagi is Romania. George Hagi is Romania. George Hagi is Romania. Now there was a goal that guy scored against Nigeria. FIFA. Now do you remember? Now I see that goal is still penning me. And it was 9 minutes goal. It was 9 minutes. That was how Nigeria became eliminated now. I think that was how Nigeria was eliminated. Do you remember that ball? I don't know what happened to Nigerian defenders that day. She goes here, Roberto Baggio is not a Brazilian. What are you talking? I don't understand you. Roberto Baggio is an Italian football soccer, a striker, number 10. These are many young children here. Roberto Baggio is Italian. He always ties his head at the back. I don't understand. He's Italian, handsome guy. That goal he scored against Nigeria is still penning me today. No, Roberto Baggio was a striker. He played as a striker. You see Roberto Baggio, you see Gattuso. These are the guys that made Italy great back then. Hagi is a Romanian footballer, but that Hagi is good too. I think he's a left footer. That Hagi, that Romanian, that guy made that Hagi. These are the guys that made the Romania great then. These are the guys that made. Yes, you know it's the Nigerian, Baggio, Gattuso, and Mascherano. These are the guys now. But now Roberto Baggio is now old. I saw him. I saw his recent. How time flies. You understand me? How time flies. And most of these Brazilian players, all of them are worn out. They are old. Now I saw what is the Bebeto. Now if you see Bebeto now, you will not believe it. Now yes, Buffon. That guy was good. I don't know where he is now. Now if you see Bebeto, do you guys remember Bebeto? That small guy. Now the guy. Do you remember that Bebeto? Now those guys now are completely finished. Andrea, all those guys, they are all. I don't know what happened to so many of these great footballers. That man Ronaldo, do you remember this Ronaldo? Ronaldo, what is it? This Ronaldo, the main Ronaldo, not this Ronaldinho, the main Ronaldo, that number 9 Brazilian national team player. If I remember the name. Romero, De Lima, yes. I think that's not Rivaldo. The main number 9 Brazilian striker. The big Ronaldo. Now, if you see how fat that guy is now, if you see how fat the guy is, if you see the guy itself, you will not believe it. I don't know. When they stop playing ball, instead they will come and join me as a content creator. I don't understand. They should come and get themselves busy with content. This was how Maradona just died. Maradona just, at what age did Maradona die? Maradona died at the age of 50 years or 55. Did he reach 55 years? Yes, it's true. Now, do you know that some of these Brazilian national team players, many of them, some of them are homeless. Some of these Brazilian national team players, they are homeless. The other small boy, I heard, the other small boy is in prison. Ronaldinho, I think, what is the name? That small boy. They said he raped a woman. What is the name of that small boy now? That small Brazilian national team player, that small boy, I think he was a striker too. Robinho. Yes, Robinho. Not Ronaldinho, Robinho. Yes. Yes. Not the, Robinho, yes. The guy has skill, but I heard he's in prison now, Seth. Thank you, Allah, Robinho. Yes, so Ronaldo Nazario. Yeah, that's this guy. Now, these guys, if you see them now. Sakibo, you say he's in prison. I heard he's in prison, or is he out? Michael, this is, don't say it's life. You cannot use less your life, take alcohol, drugs and something and finish yourself and say it's life. Most of them, after their football years, after playing soccer, you see them, many of them become fat. They don't do anything. The only person that looks a bit better is that Bebeto. Bebeto is old, but he's still fit. He looks good. Bebeto, Caleb, I see you. Bebeto still looks good. Yes, Dana Alves, yes. Nah, I don't understand though. Nah, guys, listen. Okocha looks good now. Okocha looks good. Okocha still looks fit. Okocha takes care of himself. That is how it's supposed to be. And Okocha is living his life. Now, I say Ronaldinho is doing well. Now, you know, I have Ronaldinho, at the time I heard Ronaldinho became broke. He's broke. Lioness, I remember Aristo Shoshkov from Bulgaria. I remember him. Okocha is doing well. Okocha looks good. He has no stomach. He still plays for. Yes, many of them, but a lot of them are broke. The Nigerian, how do you mean? He has. You mean Ronaldinho? Okay, that name. Yeah. Who is out? Sunday. Who is Sunday? Who is out? You mean the Ronaldinho? The Robinho is out. Is that what you mean? Okay, the Nigerian. That means the guy will be getting money now. Caleb, you don't understand. Let me close this door. Caleb asked a question. How they get broke? Ronnie is fat. Ronnie has grown fat. The person that looks a bit good is David Beckham. David Beckham still has that shape, that figure. You understand what I mean? Now listen, why do footballers, who is this person calling? Why do footballers get broke? Footballers get broke because they live extravagant lifestyle. They spend so much money, living celebrity lifestyle. That's why they get broke. Some of them go buy private jets because that money is too much. At times, apart from that, family members too. You understand me? Family members too. Yes, Shola, you are right. They got broke because of their lifestyle. Me, the money these guys touched, if I touch it, even if I get 2% of that money, I will be okay for life. The money they touched, No, but his tutor, I don't know about him again. So many of them are not seen. They don't come out. They are living private lives now. They are living private life. All those contracts. Now, I just need even 1% of that money they made. That 1% is enough for me to be okay for life. Do I need up to 1% safe? Yes, so 400,000 pounds. 400,000 pounds a week. Now that money, just give me that 1 week salary and I'm okay for life. Bigwe, how do you mean? How about street people? How do you mean about street people? Well, guys, Don Slim, I see you big time. Guys, you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm about to hit 17,000 subscribers. I need only few numbers. Only few numbers to hit. How much? Man, if you like, we can discuss football, we can discuss boxing and the rest, just to use it and while away time. We can discuss boxing, we can discuss football. Man, when it comes to football, boxing, I am a big fan of Mike Tyson. I don't know. I love that guy. I love Mike Tyson's style. I love that his brutality. I love the man. The man's style of boxing is what appeals to me. He's the main guy. I've not seen any other boxer except Mike Tyson. And the real guy man. Tyson is a guy man. Guy man. Other boxers are local people to me. The real G is Tyson. But we are going to discuss boxing one of these days. You understand me? We will discuss boxing. Lion himself is like, you are a football fan. I see it. You understand me? So guys, let me take a break. I will be back later. Today I've got nothing doing. I have nothing doing today. So it's going to be live broadcast throughout today. I will go outside now to take a sun. Sun is shining. The weather is good. I go outside and come back. Which kind of question is that? So, Tropical Nomad TV. You say you have whose last name? Tyson. So your last name is Tyson. Where are you from? Tropical Nomad TV. Are you from? Man, I don't watch football anymore. I don't know, I lost interest in a lot of things. I lost interest. Maybe the interest may come back. Maybe the interest may come back later. I lost interest in, I used to watch every soccer. And I had cable TV then. I watched every soccer with my children. Now I have no interest for those things. I have no interest in these things. The only thing I have interest in is social media. I'm telling you, I don't watch television. I have no television at home. I don't watch TV anymore. The only thing that interests me now is only social media. Maybe the interest may come with time, but at the moment, I have no interest in anything, football or whatever. Lion, when I come out, we talk about that one, you know. When I come out, the greatest footballer of all time. Who do you think is the greatest footballer of all time? Let me tell you something, though. Okocha is a classic footballer. Okocha is one of the greatest footballer of all time. Skillful footballer. Forget this in Europeans, all these white people are doing. Okocha is one of the best footballers. Is it because he's an African man, he's a black person? The Nigerian forget. Okocha is a better footballer than all those people. Don't you know that color comes into play in soccer? You don't understand. They discriminate against black players. Now listen, I like Okocha's style of football. I'm not telling you a lie. I like Okocha's style. Okocha taught Ronaldinho. Okocha, when they play for, I think it was Paris Saint-Germain. Now guys, when Okocha played with Ronaldinho at, which club there? Paris Saint-Germain. It was at Paris Saint-Germain that Okocha taught Ronaldinho these skills. Even Ronaldinho confessed. He confessed. He said it with his mouth. Now, did you grow up? Now, if you want to learn football, then in those days, if you want to learn football, then was, nah, do I need to tell you? Do you understand what I mean? See, the town that would have produced the best soccer players in the whole of Africa is Olo. Olu produced talented footballers. Did you grow? If after Olo, you talk about Onitsha. After Onitsha, you talk about this Enugu side. If you want guys that played soccer, if you want to talk about soccer, talk about Olo. That generation, late 70s, 80s, 80s. If you see football players Olu produced, if you come watch soccer at Olu Sports Stadium, now you will shock. I don't know what happened. You know, not everybody is lucky. Not everybody is lucky. Tropical nomad. Okocha and Ronaldinho played in the same club, I think in France. Okocha, I watched Ronaldinho said, if not this skill you see Ronaldinho is displaying, he learned it from Okocha. Now listen, I'm telling you, what my own, you may have your own favorite players. I'm not saying others are bad though. Lion said Ronaldinho. Now, how do you think Ronaldinho honored Okocha? Ronaldinho said Okocha taught him football skills. Now, I go overhead before. Do you know the kind of soccer we played? Is it because of... Now, if you see the kind of soccer we played back then, if you want to learn soccer then, in Africa, first of all, Abba were there, but Abba, listen, if you want to talk about soccer, first of all, if you grow up in Olo, you see Olo, then Onitsha, Enugu, Owerri, Aba, these are then Lagos. Lagos even comes last. Lagos even comes last. First of all, Olo. Talk about Olo, talk about Onitsha, talk about Enugu, talk about Aba, Owerri, and then you come Lagos. The rest you can forget. The rest you can, if you Olu produced guy men, soccer players. You don't understand. If you grow up, if you come to Olu, see football skill, you go to Onitsha, you go to Enugu. People, now, my cousin, he's late now. We stayed at Co Camp. Iva Valley, we said, now come see football. Now come see, did you grow? Now I stayed in Enugu for a while now. Come go, I stayed in Co Camp. Forget. If you watch soccer at Olo Sports Stadium in the 80s, that was like World Cup tournament. Man, guys, let me just end this program. All these Gen Zs, all these new guys, you don't know what's up. You don't know what's up. Lagos comes later, self. Lagos may be the 6th, 7th position. Olo, Onitsha, Enugu, Aba, Owerri, Lagos. Then you talk about other places. And don't forget, in football, you need to have connection to play soccer. The coach needs to like you. And in Africa, too much bribery. You need to bribe the coach, you need to know people to play soccer. If you see many talented players that did not come up, who is all this? Now, I don't need to even discredit anybody. All these people you are celebrating, all this white, I don't need to even say. Michael, I remember Iwayan National now. I remember Iwayan National FC of Owerri. Iwayan of Owerri. Ono has said Aba is bigger than, you know where I schooled? I went to school at BTC Aba. I did mechanical engineering at BTC Aba. Which is at Fox Road, I follow. I know these places. I lived in many places. John Ahmed, I see you. In football, you may be talented, but you need connection. You need to know the coach. You don't understand. You need to know the coach. I be above. Look at this guy. I follow. You understand me? You need to know coach. You need to have contacts. If you are a talented footballer and you have no contacts, you don't know coach, you don't have if I tell you what goes under the table in football, most of these guys you see that you celebrate today, do you know what went under? You will not know. Nah, oh no, this has nothing to do with how big the city is. Guys that are living there. It's just like you talking about Israel and Iran. Israel is a small country but powerful. You don't understand? This is just like what you're saying. Although, you don't understand. If you see the guys, all guys themselves, now don't go there. I don't know about now. If you see guys, soccer. Did you go to school in Olu? Do you know guys? Now guy men. I don't know about now, but during those days. So guys. Yes, so Tropic Normal TV. Yes, Okocha came to Germany, and I know about the story now. Okocha came to Germany, and then that was how he started. He got a chance and he displayed his skill. The coach there signed him instantly. That is destiny. You understand what I mean? That's destiny. So when it comes to football, man, I follow play. but not to all this professional level or club level, but I played ball while I was in school. So that's it. I know about it. And I know when I see a good soccer player, I know one. He said, Meke Egun is from Olu. I was a little watching him playing star football. Olu produced great footballers. Great guy, man. Big time. I'm telling you. So guys, let me bring this program to an end. I saw you lived in Osusu by Fox Road. That's where BTC is now. Then, National High School and Fox Road were the toughest then. You know National High School and BTC. National High School and BTC were toughest then as at that time. There was one Osusu too, Osusu High School then. You understand what I mean? National, I think Osusu High School then. Now forget the good old days. Well, guys, let me bring this program to an end. Let me bring the program to an end. Let me see what I can do. Then I'll come live and we tell another story as I go live again. So, guys, see you. Take care of yourselves.